Hey guys, welcome back to, I think this is part 4. Let's carry on. I hope I'm using these days right, or if not, I probably have to go back to a later date and try and do it again. Not at all. Here, I bought a book on ancient Greece. I found it at the bookstore and thought it might be useful. This is great. I was looking for something like this. Really? Yeah, this book covers a lot of the history, including how the different cities interact. Most of the resources I found didn't talk about Ancest's relationship with other important cities at the time, so this will be really useful. Shiro flips through the book quickly and begins writing a few notes in his notebook. He looks like he's really serious about this. I probably shouldn't bother him. I turned my back to my notes and tried to work on my outline. I already got a pretty good intro, but the rest is still fuzzy. I flipped through all the notes that Shiro gave me and a couple printouts. Okay, I should probably mention this. I added a few more facts to my outline, but I start to feel worn out. We've been working for a while already. I sneaked a glance at Shiro sitting next to me. He's still writing away, calmly and silently. I stare at my outline, but my mind is totally drawn a blank. I lean back against Shiro's bed and close my eyes for a moment. Maybe I just need to clear my mind for a bit. It feels like I only shut my eyes for a few seconds, but my head feels really hazy, like I've been sleeping for a long time. I shift a bit and I feel something warm beside me. Oh my god! No! This game is torturing me with these types of things. And I got others on my computer to play.
What is the correct date?
Sure, other.
I can't stop.
Oh. Open my eyes slowly. This is Shiro's place, so I glanced to my side to see Shiro leaning against me, asleep. Adorable. What happened? I was resting and then I slipped slowly, trying hard not to wake Shiro. My mind is still a little hazy, but the situation is quickly becoming obvious. Oh, he's waking up. Shiro opens his eyes and glances down at me. Oh, he must feel embarrassed as hell. How long was I? Not long. I look at the ground in front of me. Sorry. You don't have to apologize. I'm the one who fell asleep first. You fell asleep too? Yeah. It looks like he wants to laugh. What's up? If we both fell asleep, I guess it means we've been working too long. He laughs and shakes his head. I think it's a sign that we should stop here for today. Sounds good to me. You're not mad at me, are you? Of course not. Why would I be? I guess. Anyway, we should probably call it a day. Yeah, I'll see you in school then. See you then. Aww, that was so cute. See, let's bring up the surf the net. Oh, any emails? Nope. They always say the same thing when you got nothing else to talk to each other about. Gonna work on that sucker like crazy, dudes. But we can't complain about that girl. wanna? So most of the time you gotta spend with them in the classroom stuff. I'm supposed to talk to the other guys too. This is what kind of bothers me a little bit.
It smell like hell in the back. Study, Shiro.
Where were you?
Yeah, she's studying.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
Go back to it. What did he say? You.
Trying to.
What's it? Security?
Secretary.
What the fuck does it mean?
Okay, now she's starting to like the online.
Oh, you talking about for a school?
Oh, it said where the listed at.
Oh God.
Secretary.
Teleport to the field of Fantasia. Oh.
That one got.
Aw, you're not happy to see me? Am I supposed to be? Harsh, although I suppose I can't blame you. Hey, Ryu! Oh. Yeah, that's what I said. Fine, fine, I can tell when I'm not wanted. See you around, Ryu. And good riddance, I say. Do you know who he is in real life yet? I think I managed to narrow down the suspect. Just don't jump to conclusions, okay? What do you mean by that? I just mean that you should try to keep an open mind. It might not be who you think it is. Huh? It's nothing. Let's go adventuring together, okay? Bro, I need to. It's Monday. My lunch break.
I was gonna say, ain't 5B. Cause ain't it 5B, but then that wouldn't even want to stay actually.
Which box?
I think we're doing really well on this project. Yeah, it looks like we'll be able to get a good grade. Actually had a lot of fun working on it. Shiro pulls a used sack of note cards. We should write our notes on these cards so that we don't forget anything during our presentation. Good idea. Shiro hands me a stack of cards and a pen, and I start filling in the cards with notes on the importance of the oval, or what's that, oval, and anthus. So, how are your things? Huh? Okay, I guess. Why do you ask? Do you have any plans for dinner? What? Well, I mean, it's just that if you stay longer, we can probably get more work done.
Where's it?
Oh, good point.
Why would they put that on? That's fucking.
Who should start?
Oh, good point. It's really okay if I stay here for dinner. It's fine. It's not like my parents will be here anyway.
Oh, they tell you what you got
I'm
wrong.
sorry. Are you working
He'll tell
late?
me what I got wrong.
I mean, are they working late? They're always working late. Not like I complain. After all, I have a roof over my head and all that. Do you miss them?
You don't have to look over them when you do
You
it.
have to
Like,
actually
look
know
over
it's
it.
someone before you can miss them. I'm sorry. I don't see why it's not your fault they don't know I exist. You really think they don't know you exist?
School employee, wasn't it? Yeah.
He shrugs. You can ask them yourself if they were here around.
What's 13 and 12? What's 11, 13, 12?
I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
Don't be. It's not your fault. Truthfully, having you here is a really nice change of pace. Really? Yeah, it's nice not being completely alone.
They tell you what you got
So,
right.
would you like to stay for dinner? Sure. Good, because I'm starving. I'm going to get something for us to eat.
Do it show you like why you got it wrong?
It does.
Where's it? What?
The fact that his house is so large probably makes him feel even more lonely. Shiro returns shortly with 2 streaming instant noodles.
Yeah, you read
Hey,
too
I
fast,
hope
it reads
you-
slow. You gotta-
Hey, I hope you don't mind cup noodles. My parents would kill me if they knew I ate this
That
stuff,
says
but I
$5.
actually don't know how to
Yeah,
cook it
$5
anyway.
for 500.
It's fine with me. I'm not
Oh,
picky.
yeah, 4 or 500.
I accept the cup of noodles that Shiro offers me and peel off the lid.
That must be the
Steam
mailroom
runs
part.
lazily from the cup,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
a
blew
really good
gently on it
idea.
to cool the noodles down. He really touches his palms together and muddles under his breath. Arigato.
Damn, man.
Oh, I think that's what he said. Oh no, he didn't say arigato. Ah, I forgot the other words.
Supposed to be reading slow, sir. You're not reading fast.
Virgo in Japanese. You know how to read Japanese, nigga?
Yeah.
Like, hell no. Oh my gosh. So cute. That's so cute. I want that as my wall thing. He just smiles. He looks at me and blinks. Aren't you going to eat? It's still a little hot. I was going to wait. It's rude if the host eats before the guests, though. Then just think of us as friends hanging out. Shiro beams. That works. He coolly starts eating, slurping up the noodles quickly. Wow, you are hungry. I told you. He finished his food and leans back happily. He looks content. I'm still hungry. Maybe I should go back for more. More cup noodles, really? Tease him. Hey, be careful. If you eat too much, you'll lose that cute figure of yours. What? Oh, damn it! He's gonna kill me. Look how cute he is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so cute. And he's blushing. You'll get fat if you eat it a lot. Not that I meant. Yeah, she called you cute, boy. Relax, I'm just teasing you. Oh. But, do you really think I'm cute? Of course I do. But don't read into it too much, okay? Yeah. We spend another hour chatting about whatever random things pop into our heads. It's nice to just relax after all the work we've done. Thanks for staying for dinner. Hey, thanks for inviting me. I had fun. That was cute. Okay, we got networking down a little bit. We got to raise up the social reputation. As usual, yeah. She was like, yeah, what files work for her. You gotta work on projects some more. Today I invited Shiro to work on the project at my place. It seems like a good idea at the time, but he seems really nervous. Come in, it's fine. Are you sure? I go to your place all the time, don't I? Yeah, but a guy isn't supposed to enter a girl's bedroom. It's not like we're going to do anything. Besides, my parents are outside anyway. Your parents are here? You sound scared. Were you planning on doing something bad? No, I meant... Relax, I'm kidding. That's mean. Sorry, I really couldn't resist. I don't blame your girlfriend, he's so cute. Still, it's nice that your parents are around. You must be happy. Huh? I guess. Never really thought about it. It's rare for my parents to be at home, and even harder for them to be awake. I guess they're pretty busy, huh? My mom's always traveling somewhere, and my dad keeps getting called in to work at odd hours. He's got a 24-hour shift right now. Even when he gets home, he probably just goes to sleep. Sounds rough. I guess I got used to it, although that's probably not a good thing. He sighs and put out a notebook from his bag. But I guess we should get to work, right? You can talk about it if it bothers you. I really don't want to dump all of this on you. Hey, what are friends for? What are friends for? You're supposed to be able to share this stuff with me. Besides, even if they're not around, you know your parents still love you, right? Yeah, they do take care of things when I'm in trouble. Take care of things? Not like that. Like what? Oh, I thought you heard all those rumors. Well, I heard a little bit. I don't really believe you did anything bad, though. When I first went to the high school, some of the guys started bullying me. It got pretty bad, and I was pretty bruised up. I didn't want to say anything, but my parents noticed. They decided to take action. My parents took out restraining orders on all of them, so they had to change schools. See, that's what's up. He really thought that was they were in charge of a mafia or something. No, you know how the blonde guy told us that the something scary happened? Don't make him mad because the reason why these guys who were messing with him all disappeared. One said they were too scared to talk about it. It's because his parents got restraining orders against them, and so they had to change schools. Ever since then, everyone thinks my family does shady deals and emulates people or something. Aw, why don't you just tell people you don't? It's more fun this way. Sneaky. But that proves your parents care about you. They noticed, didn't they? Yeah. Besides, you didn't even tell them when you were being bullied. Does that mean you're not paying attention to them either? What? No, I just don't want to be a burden. They're your parents. Do you really think they see you as a burden? I guess not. Then talk to them. Maybe they don't spend time with you because they don't want to be a burden either. What? You're busy with things like school, aren't you? If you're always studying or doing schoolwork, maybe they don't want to disturb you. They probably think they're showing you love by working hard so that you can live a comfortable life. You should tell them that you want to spend time together, to actually be a family, you know? I never considered that before, but it makes sense. See? What happens when you actually talk about things instead of hiding them? He laughs. Yeah, you're right. I guess I shouldn't keep everything to myself. I'm here for you, okay? Thank you. The two of us spend the rest of the afternoon chatting and joking as we work on our project. It's actually fairly relaxing. Okay.
Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day. Of course. It's all the time. She can't wait for the next episode. Got 37 money. Girl, every day is boring. It's like these teachers don't even bring anything there. Maybe. It was boring. And she's like, no, I had fun. And she's like, oh, I give up. Oh, Rue! Good morning, Flora. How are you? I'm doing well. Florence has joined your team. Have you figured out who the Alistair is yet? You only have a couple more days before the month's over. I know. But right now, I'm just here to relax. So, shall we quest together? Sure. It's another day of school. Okay, guys. Be back. We'll finish the following month and Shiro's ending. Cause like this is a month. Really? Okay. See you guys.